All right, good evening. My name is Isaac Galvez, John Glenn graduate, 1995, resident of Norwalk. My three children have graduated through Norwalk Namrata School District, and myself and my wife graduated from John Glenn High School. So I learned about this yesterday. I was here the first time. I thought this was put to bed, but it turns out that you guys ended up going ahead and moving forward. Even though we had overwhelming group of actual parents and Norwalk residents here the last time, upset and speaking against this. And I have a hard time believing that you yourselves would actually give up the right to know what's going on with your children, your 14-year-old, your 15-year-old. And even though I am pro-life, I agree with a lot of what's been said here, that this definitely is a Trojan horse for Planned Parenthood. Even if you don't believe that, I would think that we could all agree that our rights and our freedom as parents are being violated. I think that alone we can all unify behind. Even if you are pro-choice and you don't believe this is some sort of Trojan horse, I would think that, I've heard a lot about freedom here and agendas being pushed on others, but that's what's being pushed on parents. Our freedom as parents is being taken away, and your belief that as a parent, I don't have the right to know what's going on with my children, that I don't know who they're talking to, what kind of advice they're being given. I think that's offensive. If you want to talk about terrorism, which was mentioned earlier, I would think that some adult or some stranger or person that I don't know who they are is saying God know what to my child. And somebody was upset earlier because I think their child was being harassed with signs. I find it interesting that it doesn't upset you or that same person, and I'm not going to name any names, that your rights as a parent are being taken away. You have no say. Whether you believe this is good for your child or not, I would think we could unify on that. And it is disappointing that this was passed. I would hope that as educators or as board members, you would stay in your lane and educate children, teach them math, teach them history, teach them how to read. I don't think any of you, and I could be wrong, are qualified to make decisions on our children's mental health. So I just think that if you are concerned with mental health, I think maybe there's a different entity or a different government entity. Those of you that are here to support it, maybe you should advocate to your senator to open up a different program, but to use our schools, our school resources for mental health, it makes no sense. It has nothing to do with it. And you want to make the argument that it's hurting their education, I just think that's a stretch.
Time is up. Thank you.